All right, cool. What's good? My name is EK. I'm here with one of my partners in crime for show. His name is Malik, and got some like bullshit to bullshit about. You feel me? So like, yeah, what's good,
This
Malik?
is
How's
over.
your day
This
been? And like,
this
what the
is
fuck are
this is
you up to?
overdue than a motherfucker, man.
I
This
know I've
is
been planning on doing this since the last one with Danny and Bullet.
facts. Nah, but I've been good, man. I'm chilling right now. I'm exhausted. I recorded some shit earlier. Had to mix some shit. Been chilling, typical artist shit. What you been up to?
hmm Man, I've been recording a lot. I've been writing a lot, just trying to get the I've been acting like I'm focused on the album, but I'm really focused on the freestyle mixtape too. Like a motherfucker. I'm trying to get this done before I go into work Saturday. Like I'm trying to get it done within the next 24 hours.
Oh, you going crazy? Damn, a whole mixtape. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Wait, you talking about the freestyle mixtape of Boredom too?
Yeah.
Damn, I remember when you first told me about that shit. That was forever ago. Damn, you finally
It
dropping
was
that
time ago,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I like about that? I ain't gonna lie. Like not a lot of artists
Yeah.
nowadays are kind of a lot more art. A lot of artists nowadays aren't really doing remixes anymore. I kind of noticed. I feel like that shit kind of just like faded away. I feel like the only people really doing that now is like Wayne and
hmm
like obviously like a bunch of YouTube rappers and shit. It's dope that you bringing it back. I ain't gonna lie. I might want to start doing some more remixes too. Like obviously I did the TikTok shit, but I might drop some more song remixes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fun. Like I said I was gonna stop doing that shit, but I kind of lied. Like after I did repetition, I was like, I don't know, like, cause it was fun. Cause I said to myself, like, I don't know, I might want to do a part two. But after part two, I might actually like back for a while and actually work on my own shit and worry about like my own sound. You feel me?
Yeah, I felt you. That's how it is as an artist. I feel like sometimes there comes a point where you kind of just get all over the place and you want to start another project when you're already working on another project. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of the mood I've
I'm
been in
bad.
lately.
I'm bad about that.
I noticed. I noticed. I feel
hmm
like, when's the, hold on, we're going to get into that later. We're going to get into that later. I don't want to start off the bat like that. So I want to start off with, because obviously since when we planned this interview, I feel like a lot has changed since then. You know what I mean? Like you dropped some
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, like not your yeah, it's like some of your most like biggest tracks like Run From Pain and all that. I wanted to ask you about Run From Pain. So like,
Yes.
what were you listening to around that time that inspired that? Like, was there anything specific? Like, was there any artists
I'm not
like
gonna
that were
lie.
really? Now go ahead.
I like let's see. I was listening to I made that song of 2 years ago. See, like I made that song around early December. I was listening to a lot of Juice World, a lot of Lil Peep, a lot of Melodic X, a lot of Aaron Carter, shit like that. So like I was hella emotional because I was going through a breakup and shit. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
different beat. So I had to a second. But when I made Run From Pain, it was over a different beat. So remake the beat completely. So that's what took me so long. That's what's taken me so long for Distractions as a whole, as an album, is I've had to kind of like remake a lot of the songs from scratch because I'm not. A lot of those beats have already been bought first of all, but the other beats that haven't been bought, I'm not buying all of those beats. I'm not doing that.
I can't wait for Distractions. I ain't gonna lie. You've been teasing that shit for a while.
I know, but it's like I've been working so hard on trying to polish it as best as I can, and I don't want it to be like, because you know as well as anybody, every time I drop a project, I'm always it, and I'm always talking so much shit, it up until the release. But this around like dead ass. This is like some real ass like it ain't like nothing beforehand. Like this is actually like calculated, and it's not some shit that I just made on a whim that I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make a song. Like, no, this is almost like a concept album, to be honest.
So would you say like this is probably the most work you ever put into any project?
Consistently, yes, because like if we're talking Calintrico, I started working on Calintrico in like late 2013, and I put a lot of work into all the other you can kind of go like we're talking in Promise, Listen Hard, shit like that. That being said, this song is like tracks. Like I start all of it like no songs are left over from anything. This is it, all its own shit completely. So that's why I feel like this is different than all the other albums, because all the other albums are just like songs that I made, and it's like when I have enough songs to make an album, it's like cool. Now I have Imposthumous. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cool. Now I got Listen Hard. But now it's
Right.
like no, all these songs have to be like distractions songs. You feel me?
Nah, yeah. I've been seeing the lane you kind of going in towards too, like more like the melodic shit. You know what I mean? I really like that shit. I've been fucking with it. It's some good shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Are you?
And
Did
as soon as I get done with this melodic shit, huh?
nah? Go
What?
ahead. Nah, go ahead. My fault.
As soon as I get done with the I'm I'm gonna get like right back into the hella rapping shit like I was doing beforehand, but it's gonna be more like I said in my last interview that I'm trying to open up a new chapter, like with Danny and shit. I told Danny I was trying to open up a new thing with my music and
Right.
try to be more cohesive, because
Yeah. Yeah.
with a lot of the songs that I've released before this point, it's like a lot of those songs I made back in high, like even up to like Untitled. Like there's one or two songs still that I made when I was like 17 or 18, and I'm 25. I'm fixing to be 26 in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
Damn. We getting old, bro. That's crazy.
yeah.
Nah, man. How long have we known each other? We've known each other for a hot minute. You sipping on
Only
that?
like 8 years.
I ain't gonna lie. Nah, Prime is not. I don't like Prime, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Prime is not good. No, I can't. No,
I want to
no.
say we known each other like 8 years though. Like how old were you? I actually that's one of my questions. What is it? Where is it at? How old were you whenever we did our first song? And I know what our first song is, but I want to let you tell it because you sent it to me.
Shit. How old was I? It was Evil Within. I know that it was Evil Within. I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like 12, like 11, 12. My voice was so squeaky. It was so cringy. Like you came in so hard on that motherfucking song. Okay, so
Still have
look,
it.
I don't ever want you to release a snippet or a thing of it, bro. Not on my part, at least. You can re-release it as your song. Take my shit out though. That shit was whack. I was terrible. Nah, but I was like, I was like 11, 12 because I remember being a fan of you type shit, and like, because all of this started just with our obsession with Eminem and like our obsession with like hip hop memorabilia in general, like CDs and shit. And I feel like that's how, that's how
Facts.
me and Peasy became friends. That's how me and you know what I mean? And like, I was like, okay,
Right.
I was like, okay, this dude makes music. And I was like fucking with your shit for a while. And it was like no, it wasn't 2013. It was a little bit after that, I think. But I was I was young, man. I'm so happy that that song is off the face of the planet because that's like one of the worst. That's like one of, that's like one of the worst songs I've ever put out. I don't never want to. Next question.
um, I got you. I got you. Let's see. How old were you when you wrote your first song?
My first song. I think I was like 4, maybe 5. I think I was 5 because I remember I was, obviously a huge
Damn.
fan of Eminem.
Uh,
I wrote a it was a My Name
mm,
Is remix because I remember I had the CD single with like it was like the My Name Is CD single. I wish I still had that shit, but it had like the instrumental and the song on it and shit. And I would always listen to the instrumental every day, and I just kept writing to it. And I just, yeah, that's how I was. I just remixed a bunch of songs, and I was like 5 years old though, just fucking around.
shit. You was younger than I was when I wrote my first song. I wrote my first song when I was like 8.
Damn, you know, that's crazy. A lot of artists, I feel like they got into that shit a lot later in life. With me, like that was like music's always been a part of my life since I was like 4 or 5. Like I always wanted to like
Right.
be a singer or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right, right. See, most people that I know of, they started music when they were like teenagers, like 13, 14, stuff like that.
Yeah, I noticed that. You were 8, you said? Damn. That's still young though. Hey, that's
Yeah,
still
I was
young.
8 whenever I wrote my first song.
That's still pretty
Yeah.
young
See,
though.
I was 8 when the first time I ever went to a professional studio. I was 8 years old, but I wasn't rapping. I recorded the theme song as a cover, and it sounded shitty. I did not know what I was.
Man, that's how it was, man. I feel like, everybody's first song isn't good. Everybody's first song isn't good. You gotta start somewhere though. You know what I mean? But
On the
hey,
wrist
look at
song was fucking horrible. I remember it. It was absolutely.
it. Hey, look at us now though. Look at us now though. We're fucking dope. We're fucking dope now, bro.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
You
You got
came
a
a
lot.
long way for sure. Like ever since Evil Within.
Oof.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. I appreciate that. You know, I hear that a lot from Peasy and DJ, and I'm just like, I really did come a long way because I remember I went back like I had like an old website. I don't know if you remember this, but I had an old website and it was like a for like Kill AM, like the Kill AM shit, and it had a bunch of my old songs on it. It had like Searching Leader 1, Searching Leader 2, all my oldest projects. And I showed Peasy. I was like, bro, look at this shit. And we were just listening to it, and like it was just so terrible. I think Evil Within was on there too. Man, it was crazy.
I meant to ask you about DJ too. I got a couple questions about DJ.
Oh yeah. What's up? That's my boy.
Because me and him have a few songs together. And I think I've done 2 songs with him so far. And I'm just saying, me, you, and him need a song together. That's for sure. That would be fire. But I wanted to ask you, how do you know him? Because as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge, you and him don't live in the same place. I don't know if you guys have ever met physically, but like, yeah, I want to know when Nick made a song together. Type thing.
Well, DJ, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. DJ's from I don't know where DJ's from. That's crazy. I know he kind of moves all over the place. He's nowhere near me though. I've never met him or anything, but there was a certain individual. I'm not gonna say his name because me and him kind of had a discrepancy. But I was a fan of him, and he was cool with DJ, and DJ kind of like became like a part of his little clan, his little clique. And I was like, yo, this dude's kind of dope. And he was also doing the little CD
Mhm.
unboxings too. And I saw he was making music, so I was like, okay, this dude's kind of
Right.
dope. So, and I even told him like back when I first met y'all, or back when I first met him, I was like, yo, I got this dude from Alabama named EKwesco. I think y'all would sound dope as fuck on a song together. But that's how I know him. I mean, we never. I would love to meet DJ one day. I want to meet all y'all one day. It's just crazy how we all know each other for so long over the internet. Just music, just over music.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, see, Bullet told me recently that the only reason that he knows Six is because Six found a song that me and Bullet did together, and I didn't even know Six until like 4 years later. So I'm like, like it don't make sense to me. But with DJ, I'm certain that DJ only knows of me because of you. Like but DJ sent me Kryptonite, and I off him because we were mutual friends. Me and you were mutual friends on fuck. So I was okay. So if he fucks with Malik, then like fuck yeah. And
Yeah.
whenever I heard Kryptonite, I was like, he sound like me and him have very similar sounds when it comes to melodic shit. And so
Mm-hmm.
like I really fucked with Kryptonite. And then he sent me the other song as well as like on some lyrical shit. And I was like, oh fuck yes. So yeah, I fuck with DJ a lot.
I wanted to ask you too. Speaking of Six, and also Kane, how do you know Six? Cause I don't I feel like you told me that before, but I don't really know because you guys made some fucking bangers together. And shout out to Six too. He's fucking fire. And shout out to Kane. But how did you get to make songs with them and link up with them?
I'll start off with Bullet because I met Bullet way back, like 2012, 2013, something like that. Like he sent me a song on Facebook when he was like 10 or 11 or something like that. And that was whenever I was
Damn.
beefing with Eric, Too Easy. And
Oh
so
my god, I
he did a
forgot
song with
about him.
Easy, like DJ.
Damn.
He did a song with DJ Easy before he did a song with me, and it was dissing Too Easy. So I was like, I saw that and I was like, okay. So I think me and him did we did a bunch of songs together. I can't remember the first song that we actually did, but we did a few songs. We did like Lethal Weapon, we did Welcome to the South and shit like that, and that was like 2013. So fast forward to 2014, that's when Six and Bullet tells me that Six found mine and Bullet's remix of Kevin Gates' Homicide. So Six was all like, that shit hard as fuck, but keep in mind this was 2014. Six never
Mm,
hit me up until May 2018. And so whenever he hit me up in 20 in my mood, and then the rest is history.
that's crazy. Y'all made some bangers together. Like I still like Fully Loaded is my shit. Like I bumped that song. Like that's probably like my most played EK song of all time. That one and Robot Advisor, like probably like my most played.
Yo,
I love Fully Loaded, bro.
I got a funny
Jesus.
story. I got a funny
What's up?
story to tell about Fully Loaded. Ago, like not even a week ago, right? I locked my fucking keys a few days ago in my car at work, and I have a coworker that I consider a friend. He's a Nigerian guy,
Hmm.
and he works in the week as a car dealer. He works at a car dealership, teach tips and shit on trying to get in the car. But anyways, none of them work. So he
Hmm.
took me home one day, and as compensation, I gave him a copy of Listen Hard. So it's been like a motherfucker since I gave him a copy of it. So he came to work one day and he goes, my favorite song is track 5, and I think track 5 is The Drugs. So I'm like, that's weird, but I appreciate that you've been listening to my CD. And I'm like, you wait until I put out this new album though. Like, this album Distractions, barely any rapping. It don't sound shit like this album. Like I listened to
Right.
Listen Hard like the other day whenever he was taking me home. I did not realize how much I rapped about drinking. Like I was drinking a lot when I
Bro,
recorded that
the
album,
intro
and
song
I
is
don't
called
drink that
Drunk
much anymore.
Intro.
I was fucked up. I was off of a whole bottle of Crown Apple whenever I recorded that song, and Fully Loaded coming in the way that it did. I recorded Fully Loaded the second I stopped recording Drunk in the intro. I'm like, I'm still drunk, dead ass. Like right then, I started recording that.
Man, that was a really good album though. I think I remember I did a live a IG live thing. I think I reacted to it. That's funny as fuck. I was listening to it today, and that's funny
Do you
that
still
that's his
have it?
favorite song. Damn, do I? I
Do you
might.
still have the reaction anywhere?
I might. I
That
could
would be
probably check
awesome.
my Instagram my archives, the IG lives. I know I don't. I know IG usually saves shit after that. If I do though, I'll definitely send it to you. It was what, like 2020, I think.
Yeah, I'll download it and post it. Yeah, it was. I'll download it and post it. Like it was right around the time it started, but I'll post my YouTube page and edit it and all that shit. Like if the link, because I know how to download that shit. That's how I've
Oh
been
yeah.
posting my IG lives lately.
Yeah, I saw that too. That one live that you posted. That one kid, I'm not gonna say his name because he's irrelevant. But he I remember when that live was going on, bro. I was in there and I was like, I remember because that's when Neverland or I don't remember what the album was called, Neverland or Nevermind by Six.
Yeah. No, it was Neverland. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And he was like, no, I was like, oh yeah, shout out Six. You were like, yeah, you was bumping his shit. And then he comes in like, no, it's okay, it's mid. I was like, bro, no.
He had a lot to say. That man
He
had a
didn't.
lot to say. That's all I would
He was
say
just
about that.
he was just on some troll shit, man. He texted me after. He was like, "Bro, why are you talking to someone like or just talking shit, bro?" And I was like, "Whatever, man."
Can't remember how it went down exactly in the DMs, but we're telling him some shit like, and this was whenever I wasn't even getting shit. Like, I just remember right after I dropped Listen Hard, my monthly listeners on Spotify went way the fuck up to like 500 or some shit. So,
I remember
whenever
that.
he was talking all that shit, yeah, when he was talking all that shit, he just say like, "Oh yeah, like it's not gonna be like that forever." And none of my songs had even hit 1,000 yet. So I'm thinking like, how many monthly listeners do you have on some KSI shit? And he's like,
Right.
"Oh, well, like 10 or 15." But like just because you have doesn't mean blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, but like he doesn't even exist now. I don't even know where he's at.
I know, me neither. I haven't talked to that kid in like a minute, bro. And he was trying to hit my line, talking about some like signing to a record deal or something. And I was like, no. And he sent me a contract too. And I was like, no, like this is sketchy as fuck. I don't remember what I don't care. The place was the record place was called Rocket City Records. I don't give a fuck. That's what they're called. And they DM'd me too, because Jay Brown I said his name, I don't give a fuck, Jay Bronny. But he I guess he mentioned them to me.
That's
I
fine. I
guess
don't care. Fuck him.
he meant for real. He mentioned me to them, and they tried to DM me, and I just kept leaving him on red. And every damn near every other day or every day type shit, they would text me like, "Hey, what's up with that contract? What's up with that contract?" And then I just blocked them. I don't know where that kid's at either. I don't talk to him anymore. I don't even. He's irrelevant. He's literally a kid, bro. He's literally a kid.
That's funny as hell. Yeah,
Also,
see, I didn't realize he was as young as he was until you told me that.
not for real. But I wanted to ask. I found that's funny that you mentioned Imposhumus not too long ago, because I found the physical copy that you sent me, and I wanted to ask you. So like, are you gonna do any physical copies for Distractions or any future projects?
Yeah, I want to do something specific. Like I want Now don't quote me on this part, but I want Distractions to be on vinyl, but Distractions is going to be like kind of fucking long, so it's going to be expensive to do that. So instead of the vinyl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a lenticular. I don't know if you know what that means, but it's like the holographic pictures that you can move like this and it fucking, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So
Yeah, those are dope as fuck.
you know the fire on there that's coming off of the arrows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna, you move it around and the fire moves and shit. So I want it to be
Ooh.
like that, like whenever you get the CD and shit. And the deluxe is gonna have a whole different cover, but it's gonna have the lenticular thing of the original in the packaging, but it's gonna have a whole different cover.
That sounds fucking dope, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I see the cover. I remember when you sent it to me, and I was like, "Yo, this is like one of the hardest fucking covers you've ever fucking made." Cause I ain't gonna lie, I think your album covers are just like, I really like your album covers. Like, Imposthumous was like, it was like a picture of your hand, right? And then just like EK on it.
You say you do like my album covers?
No, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny because most people don't. But yeah, Imposthumous was I had a temporary tattoo on this hand, and I think I got it out of a fucking gumball machine. It was like the whole alphabet, A through Z, and I cut out E and K obviously, and I put it right here, and I just took the picture of it, and let's see, what I did was I posted the picture of the hand on Instagram, but I later took it off and edited the picture somehow and put it over the top. Shit. I put it over the top of, some shit drawn on it.
Yeah.
All that shit. The same person that drew all the shit on the Planet X cover drew the flag and all this stuff on Imposthumous, or I can't remember what's on Imposthumous. He drew a lot of shit for me, like some more stuff like that is gonna be in my future album covers. But he drew something, the chain, that's what it was. He drew the chain that is on the Imposthumous cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Planet X cover. But anyways, Imposthumous. I can't remember exactly what you asked me. Was it about the cover?
No, I was just saying I really like your covers. Also, I think, and you said a lot of people don't like your covers. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like your covers, I think I like them just because I feel like they were made. They look like they're made for physical copies. You know what I mean? Like they look like they're made to like be in a CD case. You know what I mean? I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like they look like they belong with a CD booklet and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do like the way that my stuff looks in the packaging and stuff like that. And you've got a few physical copies for me, so you know what I'm saying. But
yeah,
I have a thing for I just have a certain originality. Like it's not me, or at least my idea. Then like what is it like the Distractions cover? I did not touch that cover as far as actual actually making the cover, but I paid the guy to make it, and I sent him the instruction of like, I want a flaming arrow through a broken heart. That's all I fucking told him, and he sent me that, and I was like, fuck yes. So as far as my other covers go, it's kind of just like some shit that I threw together. So
right.
I could understand why most people gripe about my album covers and my EPs and my mixtapes and all that shit. But at the same time, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, bruh, I'm not gonna sit and listen to a bunch of people who are gonna tell me that they don't like the album cover and they're not even talking about the music. Like, what do you think about the music? I don't give a fuck about the album cover. I just threw the album cover together, saying,
hold on. Oh, it just glitched out for a second. No, yeah, I felt you. I was gonna say that too. Like, I can admit my covers aren't the best, but it's not about what's on the outside. It's about what's on the inside. You know what I mean? And I've had people tell me too, like, yo, that Live Short Die Young, because I had an original Live Short Die Young cover, and it was like, it said like the text on it, it was red, and then it was like a picture of me in like the woods or some shit, and it said Live Short Die Young on it, and people were like, yo, you should have used this instead. I was like, nah, because I like simple covers. I don't like when people try to outdo the shit. I like I put out shit for just for the music, I don't really do it just for the, I don't know. Now when it comes to like the booklet and like packaging of a CD and
Right.
shit, that's my shit. But covers, I'm not really big on them, honestly. But
Yeah, see, my thing, I just be like, um, I just don't want to, like it at the same time.
hold on, you glitching right now. What the
If
hell?
someone looks at the Oops cover or the Untitled cover, and
Okay.
that's all they want to talk about is how the cover's shitty, then like, I don't think I want to hear your opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. Yeah. Nah, but I would definitely love to see me some more physical CD. Do you ever plan on selling any of them Listen Hard or Disregard CDs? Do you still have any?
yeah, I actually got a box of them sitting over here. I got like 20 of them left.
Bro, you gotta start selling them. Cause I would definitely still, cause I bought the Cough Bat
I've been
Sessions.
I've been yeah.
What was you saying though? My fault. Go ahead.
I totally forgot. You said Listen Hard to Disregard. I got like 20 or 30 copies of Listen Hard to Disregard, and I got like less than 10 copies of Impossible. I have none left of Calendrico or the Cough Bats. Besides my copies, of course, I got one copy of everything, but that's my shit. I'm not fucking give that to nobody. But I got I haven't made any copies of any of the EPs yet, but I want to put those on vinyl. Like I want to put Untitled on vinyl. I want to put Oops on vinyl. I want to put Here We Go or Here You Go on. I want to put goddamn Midnight Rumble. I want to put Planet X, all that shit on vinyl.
That should be hard.
But it's hard because it's expensive, bruh. And they make you like minimal. I think the minimal amount that they make you buy is like 200, but they charge you
Damn.
like $10 a copy, so that's like 2 stacks.
Damn. I was gonna say if you go to I think do you use CD Baby? Because I remember I went to Disc Makers and it's only like I think the least is like 50 copies you can make for CDs at least. I could be wrong though.
No, see, I get the physicals made through Disc Makers. I cut out CD Baby a long time ago. I cut out CD Baby in like 2019. I took all of my shit down. That's why Calendrico hasn't been up in a long time. It's because CD Baby still kind of has it. Not in the sense of contracts or anything binding it or anything. I just want to I want to buy the last few copies, and I said that a couple years ago, but I just haven't done it. But CD Baby's got a couple of copies of Calendrico to buy before I completely pull it and it's gone forever. So I'm gonna buy those copies, pull it off of CD Baby, remaster it, and put it back up within the next 6 months.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so to get off the topic of physicals, because we were on that topic for a little bit, I wanted to also ask about, because I see that your
I
last
don't
few
even know how
songs.
long we've been going.
It don't matter, but I wanted to ask because I've been seeing your last few songs. You have a lot more production credits. I mean, you I see you always still kind of been producing, but like or you've always been kind of producing, but I see it's been showing up a lot more. You know what I mean? And I definitely see the evolution. You know what I mean? Like how far you came with producing. You know what I mean? Because we all know that you've been a dope rapper, but like I feel like you could be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. You came a long way because I remember when you made I don't remember what the song was called, but you did a music video for it, and it was like I think you made the beat, and what the fuck was that song called? You did a music video too, and I think you made the beat, and then just to look at, did you produce Run from Pain? My fault. Hold on, this shit
Yes, I
glitching right
did.
now.
You straight? It could be me.
Okay. Nah, but I just wanted to ask, like, because I saw this Facebook post earlier, and it said something about Alchemist and Havoc being like two producers in like a top 10 tier list. I want to ask you, who are like your top five favorite producers of all time? They can be hip hop, R&B, whatever. I want to ask you your top five favorite producers of all time.
Dead or alive? Let's see.
Yep, dead or alive.
I no particular, but number one is Dr. Dre.
Okay,
I'm gonna just
okay.
put that out there. Like number one is Dr. Dre. That's no particular order. Actually, one like the number one spot is a three-way tie between Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, and Timbaland. So with that being said,
That's a hot
I
take.
really love TM808. Or I really love TM88. My bad, I fucking fucked up his name for a second. I really like K Beats, aka Kyle. You made that. Who produces for Russell? I like Russ's production. Like he produces all of his own beats. I don't really, to be honest, I don't pay attention to who produces much. Like besides those people I just named. If we're talking, I can probably name two other people that I really fuck with on the production side like that, and that's Southside and because I buy a lot of their beats. I love Rick and Thaddeus.
Okay, that's not a bad list. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of, that's interesting. I mean, Timbaland. Okay, yeah, Timbaland. I see why. Dr. Dre, Scott Storch. Okay. My list is low key kind of different. I ain't gonna lie. It's more like my list is more like kind of like New York producers. I probably say mine is like, I say Havoc, just because I love Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Mobb Deep fan. I'll say I'll say Alchemist, just because his beats are fucking crazy.
Alchemist is crazy.
Nah, for real. I like the dude who makes Benny the Butcher beats as well. Derringer, I think his name is. He's fucking crazy. Who else? I'll say Dr. Dre. I'll say Dr. Dre just because I didn't want to say Dr. Dre because that's kind of like a basic answer, but I'll say Dr. Dre just because he made shit throughout my childhood. You know what I mean? And plus his beats are dope. Last one.
It is a generic answer, but it's generic for a reason. Like there's a reason why people like him. So
it's like, see, this is another topic, like with rappers too, like with Eminem. People ask like, "Oh, what's your favorite rapper?" They say Eminem. They be like, "Oh, that's such a basic ass answer," but like, there's a reason why Eminem is people's favorite rappers. Like he's actually like, I don't know. People always base it off of numbers, but like if we're talking about skill wise, I definitely think Eminem is still the GOAT. You know what I mean?
So like yeah, like it is a generic ass answer to say Eminem is the best rapper or your favorite rapper or whatever the case may be, but like I don't fucking care. He's still my favorite and I still think he's the best. So like fuck are you gonna do?
Nah, seriously. Like I have people like at school and shit. When I went to school, like people would get on my ass all the time just because I was an Eminem fan. I was like y'all listen to fucking Taylor Swift and all these other people, and I'm over here trying to listen to somebody who actually has messages in their music. Cause I tell people Eminem's my favorite rapper, and they're like, "Oh, you like somebody who talks about killing their wife and popping pills and but I'm like, you don't get it, you don't get it.
Yeah, they do. They really don't. It's like and a lot of people have this like stigma of me that's like, oh, EK only likes legal shit, and it's like, bro, if you knew how much I listen to, like you mentioned Taylor Swift, I don't necessarily listen to Taylor Swift, but I do like listening to Adele. I'm not gonna
I
lie
like
about
Adele.
that. I like listening to
Adele's
Beyonce.
amazing.
I like listening
Adele's
to
amazing.
I like listening to Beyonce and like that. Like I listen to pop music. And like otherwise somebody would be like, what the fuck is this soft ass shit you listening to? But I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I love music. I don't give a flying fuck about
No,
like what nobody's got to say about my music taste. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I agree with you. Like I listen to fucking Frank Sinatra. Like I like Dean Martin, the whole Rat Pack. Like I like, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like Michael Jackson and shit. Like R&B, like 112 and New Edition. But I don't know. You can kind of hear. I can definitely hear like the.
112 is awesome.
I swear to God, my mom used to bump that shit in the car all the time. I stole that CD from her, but I could definitely tell. Like
Cisco was crazy.
I completely forgot about Drill Hill. I am so sorry. Drill Hill is one of the greatest R&B groups of all time. That's damn. That's damn. Damn. That's nostalgic as fuck. That's crazy. Man,
No,
but
I
I could
can't tell you
definitely
how many
hear.
times I heard in my childhood, like they played a thong song by Cisco.
Not a Dong song was my shit when I was younger. It was on the radio like all the time.
Yeah, well,
Hold on, man. My Wi-Fi keep okay. Now I'm good. All right. All right. Let's keep pushing forward. So let's move on to another topic. So another one in here that I have. So your albums are long as.
I think we're still lagging.
Are we lagging?
We good now though? I know we're still lagging and shit, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, my shit was freezing too. All right, nah, but I wanted to ask you. So, you know, your albums are long as fuck, my boy. You be having long ass albums, like 20 plus song albums. I think Listen Hard Disregard had like 20. How many songs did that album have? I don't remember. How many songs did that album have exactly?
Listen Hard had I think 21 and Posthumous had 7.
Damn. So like, would you ever? I mean, knowing that when you drop an album, it's usually over 20 tracks. Would you ever drop a deluxe?
I'm dropping a deluxe for distractions. The original version of the standard be 21 songs. I can't remember. It's gonna be 20 songs, and there's gonna be 25.
Damn. Okay, so yeah, it's right around the same. Yeah. You're very consistent. Damn, you put out a lot of songs. Like I was looking at my liked songs on Spotify by you, and it said like 100 something. I was like, damn, this dude releases a lot of fucking music.
I know I put well over 100 songs out in 2020, but most of them wasn't on Spotify.
That's facts. Actually, you dropped freestyles too. Also, I really like that Don't Play That freestyle, the one you did over the King Von beat. I really like that. I remember I listened to that more than I listened to the actual song. I don't like the actual song. I'd rather listen to your freestyle. Big facts.
I love that song. That's the only thing that had me like. The reason why I do those freestyles is because I can't stop listening to the original song. Like any song that you can think of that I've ever done off the top of my name, like off the top of my head, you name one. I couldn't stop listening to that song to the point where I had to write to it. And whenever I recorded it, I listened to my song like a million times over, and then finally got tired of it.
I mean, damn, okay, yeah. I mean, it's usually different with me if I want to remix a song. It's like if I remix an older song, it's cause like I fuck with the song so heavy, like you said, you know what I mean? I listen to it a lot. But if it's like a newer song, usually when it's a newer song, it's like a song that I don't actually like. I just like the beat and I feel like I could just do something better to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you felt that way about other beats too. Like you've listened to a song by an artist and you're like, damn, I'll fucking take this beat and murder this shit. Like they should have gave this shit to me instead.
I'll be honest, I did not like Turn on the Lights by Future, and that's the reason I did that song. There's not a lot of songs that I didn't like though. That I love Sosa. I did love Sosa because I didn't like that song.
You know, I'm glad I'm not the only person that doesn't really like that song. Cause that song, like, okay, look, you play it. It's for a certain crowd. You know what I mean? Like, you play it at a party or something. You know, it'll get turned. But like, I don't know. I can't sit in my room and actually just vibe the. You know what I mean? I respect Chief Keef, but like, I'm not really a big fan of him. I don't know.
Me neither.
I know Six would probably kill me if he heard me say
Six
that.
is watching this.
Nah, nah, it's cool though. No, I mean like I respect because he did put on for a lot of Chicago artists and stuff, and he definitely did create a drill wave.
And Keith likes Six. I don't know if you knew that, but Keith knows Six. Keith be commenting on Six's shit sometimes.
That's crazy. Damn, I'm sorry, Six. I just don't like Keith's music, man. I'll be honest. I mean, there was a point where you could turn on some Chief Keef, and I'll turn on some Chief Keef. Like, okay, Back from the Dead 1 and 2. That's when I was like, okay, maybe this guy isn't that bad. But then, like, kind of just later on with projects, I was just like, he kind of grew off of me a little bit. He was kind of getting a little bit repetitive for me. I don't know.
I like Finally Rich. That's kind of about it, to be honest.
That's the one with the Wiz Khalifa and 50 Cent song, right?
Yeah, Hate Being Sober. Yeah, that's my shit.
Oh yeah, that is a good song. One of my homies used to bump that shit all the time. I forgot that song was on there. See, that's crazy. Most of the songs that I like by him, they usually have features on them, or he is the feature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that a lot lately. I've noticed that with a lot of artists, not just Chief Keef.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of feature, though, your song Cannot Be Blunt.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about District. So, who is he?
To be honest, I don't completely know. He's I believe he's like 13 or 14 now, but how we came about being acquainted was he started sending me emails like out of the fucking blue. I don't even know how he got my email, but I pretty much accessible at pretty much anywhere. But it's not hard to get a hold of my email. So he sends me emails, and I think he sent me like beats or something, and we made a few songs together that he didn't put out at first, and I made a few beats for him. He made a few beats for me. He ended up producing the song Nasty, which was crazy. And but the Can I Be Blunt song, we actually did a long time ago. We did that song like 2 years ago. But I just put it out because I wanted a B-side for my single. And I don't know what he's doing now. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to him in probably a month or so. But every time we talk, it's through email, and we're always sending each other shit. The last time I talked to him, he sent me 3 beats that he did not know what to do with, but they're fire. And to be honest, the only reason I really started fucking with him is because like the same reason I fuck with you, the same reason I fuck with Bullet, the same reason I fuck with Dylan is because like all of y'all came to me when y'all were like very, very young, and y'all saw in me that I'd done this shit when I was really, really young.
Facts.
So
Facts.
on some big bro shit, I feel like it's like part of my duty to show y'all what I did and how I did it, for the simple fact that y'all have shown me y'all's dedication enough to earn my respect. And that's for everybody I just named.
Everybody that you just named too is they all fire. Like 6 is crazy. Is Bullet okay? Wait, so okay, Bullet is Kane, right?
What?
I said, is Bullet Kane? So Kane is Bullet, right?
Yeah,
Because I get
he's discane now.
okay, I get it. I get mixed up all the time because I see you refer to somebody as Bullet. I'm like, who's Bullet? Because I remember a Dr. Bullet, but I don't know. I listened to a shout out to Kane if he's watching this too. I've been listening to a lot of his shit. Crazy, he's crazy too. But
He's been through a lot of name changes. That's his thing. Like I don't know if he just can't decide what his name is, but he just like I know every time he changes his name, he goes through a big delete spree. He deletes all of his shit whenever he changes his name, but I still have fuck you, Bullet. But but yeah, Bullet's kind of on the same thing as y'all. Like Bullet came to me when he was like 11 or 12. You know what I'm saying? So like same shit.
that's crazy. Dude, it's crazy. We all knew each other. It's over the internet. You know what I mean? It's just crazy how, because a lot of people, me and Peasy were having this conversation a couple of days ago. We were like, yo, we would have been, I feel like we would have been bigger back in the day. But at the same time, I was saying like, but like, I feel like if we were back in the day and we were rapping back in the day without the internet, I feel like we wouldn't be where we're at right now. Like we may not have like the biggest fan bases, you know what I mean? We may not be like some big ass artists, but we have our own little. I feel like all of us has our own fan base. Like it's not a big fan base, but the people who fuck with us, they fuck with us hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like,
Yeah, see, I don't like whenever people try to look at their supporters as a number, because that's so like, I don't want to say superficial, but that's so disingenuous, because it's like you're very, very obviously looking at them as like a dollar amount, and it's like I don't even like, I'll tell you how I wake up every day and start my shit as a musician. Like every single day, because I've lived like this so long and it's been a reality, I just don't expect anything out of my music. Like it's not so much of a hobby perspective, but it's more so like a passion perspective. I do this shit because I want to do it, not because I expect something out of it. But if I do get something out of it, then fuck yeah, that's a bonus.
right, yeah, you do this shit because you love it. It's like something. It's like for me, it started off as a hobby. You know what I mean? I was just like fucking with the shit at first, and then I was like, you know what? Looking at artists like I've really I don't know if you know who Shaheem is from the Wu-Tang Clan, but he was like 12, 13 years old putting out albums and shit. And I really looked up to him too. I was like, damn, like if he can do it that young, then I could probably do that shit too. You know what I mean? And he was
Yeah,
dope.
no, I know who that is.
He's dope. Shaheem the Rugged Child, he's still around. He's not like a part of Wu-Tang Clan, but he's like an affiliate with them. He's dope though. But he made like a song with like Big Daddy Kane. He was like fucking 12, 13 years old. You know what I mean? He's dope though. Or he was, at least. He still is though.
Have you ever listened to Young Dirty Bastard?
Oh, Hell yeah, bro. Fucking there's this one song that I listened to him not that long ago called Welfare. And like I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like it at first, but it was like with ODB. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like ODB when I first listened to him. I didn't like ODB when I first
Mm-hmm.
listened to him at all. I always thought he was kind of like the weakest member of Wu-Tang Clan. When I was younger, I grew to
He was a hype
appreciate him
man,
more. He was a hype man. Yeah, he was
right?
more like Flavor. He was more like Flavor Flav type shit. That's how I saw it when I was younger. But as I got
Yeah,
older, I was more like, he's definitely like he was what, in my opinion, what Easy E was for NWA. You know what I mean? He was like the image. He was like,
exactly, exactly. See,
yeah,
my thing about this, is a lot of people try the less lyrical members of whatever conglomerate we're talking about as like, oh, they are the weaker members, but like, nah. To be honest, we need somebody like that in that group, because if you think about like the Ghostface, the RZAs, the Raekwons, the Method Mans, they were all
right,
taking themselves so
yeah,
seriously. We needed somebody to just chill in the back and be goofy. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah. Cause like you had NWA, you had fucking, MC Ren, who in my opinion, and this is debatable, but I think MC Ren was the best in the NWA lyrically. You know what I mean? I feel like he demolished. I feel like he'll demolish Cube. I feel like, you know what I mean. I always felt like he was the best rapper, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I want to ask you though, since we're on the
I like,
topic of groups and shit.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Top five favorite rap groups of all time, if you can think of five.
D12, um,
That's
number
mandatory.
one, number one D12, just off the top. Let's see. I don't want to take too long on this. The Locks, two. Um,
Most underrated.
damn, absolutely. Three, I'm gonna say Hot Boys. 4, 3, 6, 5, Bone Thugs.
That's a solid list. I ain't gonna lie. Damn. Okay. I'll probably say like I wasn't gonna say D12, but I'll say D12 just because I fucking love, D12 and shit. Um I say D12. I know, okay, I said groups, but I'm gonna include duos too. I'm gonna say D12, Mob Deep, um, I say Wu-Tang Clan.
Duos are good groups.
Okay, yeah. Then okay, yeah, Mob Deep is my favorite one. Then if we're talking about duos, also Mob Deep is my favorite duo slash group of all time. I love, what I'm saying, I love them. And then I'll probably say D12, Wu-Tang Clan, The Firm. I ain't gonna lie, The Firm was fire. Um, I say the Locks too. Damn, I asked that question, not realizing how hard it would be to answer that shit. Damn, five rap groups. I can't think of just five. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I'll
like
give you two
It's like
honorable mentions: Far Side and Outkast.
okay. I didn't even think of Outcast. I gotta ask you, Outcast, 3K or Big Boy?
3K, any day of the week.
Really? Like lyrically too?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I was talking to DJ about this too. I feel like Big Boy just he's very underappreciated. Like 3K, he's fire, right? Like he's really, really dope. And he like everything he puts out. He hasn't put out jack shit in the past few years, but what he has put out, all
Mm-hmm.
the features have been fucking, you know what I mean, flawless. But like Big Boy, he's
You know what
consistent. Like
song, bro? You know what 3K feature I felt like fell off the face of the fucking map? That song he did with John Legend, Green Light. I love that fucking song, and he freestyled it.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. You said John Legend. Which album was it on?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. I might have to give that a listen. Shit. What's your
Mm-hmm.
what's your top 3K features?
I don't know. I know it's a single.
What's your top 3 Andre 3000 features?
What are you doing?
Hold on, can you hear me?
Gets flatlined.
Hold on. Yo, you can hear me? Hold on. I think it's my. Hold on.
Damn it, boy.
Shit. My fault, y'all. I don't know what happened. Let me try to get him back in here real quick. Damn. Hold on. Let me try to figure this out real quick. There we go. Hold on. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Damn, my fault, y'all. My Wi-Fi's bugging the fuck out. Hold on. I'm trying to get EK back up in here.
Come on, man.
What keeps going on? What the hell? He keeps coming back and leaving. Oh, let me not press nothing. Maybe it's me. Let me not press nothing. Maybe it's me. But let me not press nothing. Let me just wait for him to try to come back in here.
All right.
We
Yo,
good?
can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or your Wi-Fi, but we back. It's all good.
It's possible that it could be mine. I'm wireless. I don't know if you're wireless or not, but I'm right next to my routing box, so hopefully it ain't me.
It might be me. That's my fault. But let's keep moving forward. So anyway, you know. So I want to ask you, you know, because you're from Mobile, right? I don't know. I probably fucked that up. Mobile. I keep fucking that up. Is it Mobile?
Yes, Mobile. You
Okay.
good?
I wanted to ask because I'm not really aware of like if there was really like a rap scene out there. I don't know if I think No Cap's from out there. I could be wrong, but I think he is. So I want to ask you, like, do you have like
No,
any
yes.
favorite artists? Any favorite artists from there besides yourself, obviously?
There's me from like Grand Bay where I'm from, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention Country Boy DA, cool as fuck.
Okay.
As far as Mobile rappers, I really like OMB Peasy, even though he's big, but the not so big. I'm gonna say that
Oh,
that's
is he from?
disrespectful. I really fuck with why, huh?
Is he from Mobile? I didn't know OMB was
No,
from
go
there. That's
ahead.
crazy. I didn't know Peasy was from
Yeah,
there.
he's originally Mobile. I heard he moved out to Cali or something. Yeah. OMB Peasy, and YB Let, and shit. Rallo Rodriguez is fire. Honeycomb Brazy's fire. Shit. We got some white boys that's crazy as fuck that I ain't never met in person. I can't remember her name. One of them name is like Problem Child or something like that. He's dope as fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of talent in Mobile.
Hell yeah, that's crazy. I mean, because obviously I know you're from there. I didn't. I mean, obviously I know Rallo. You said Rallo Rodriguez, right?
Right, Rallo Rodriguez is from my city. Yeah.
I didn't know he was from there. That's crazy. I didn't know. Damn, cause I'm a fan of him too. Peasy put me on to him. That's crazy. Damn, you got talent in your city, huh? Obviously, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
but you know. But outside of Mobile, at least, I want to ask, like, cause my fault. Go ahead.
Go. No. You good? You good? I was just thinking.
I want to ask, so like, outside of Mobile, who are some rappers that you bumping right now? Like, who's like in your playlist? Like, who you been listening to heavy?
Like regularly, I've been listening to a lot of King Von. I've been listening to a lot of I've been listening to a whole lot of Jid and a whole lot of I drift in and out of MJ phases. I'm in one of my MJ phases right now. I'm listening to a lot of Michael Jackson.
I felt that.
Uh, like Rock My World is my favorite song right now.
Invisible is a
fucking
very underrated album. I really love
I be
Invisible.
I agree, but I've been listening to a lot of Outkast, like a lot of Tory Lanez. Like Tory Lanez has been a huge influence on us.
He's been dropping
Yeah.
like crazy too.
T-Pain, Aaron Carter. Like I've been listening to Aaron Carter like very consistently for the past 3 years. Like since he popped back up on No Jumper and shit in 2019 with that Bad Bitch. Yeah, like that Love album has been on repeat like crazy. And like whenever he died, that was sad. I took a fat L when Aaron Carter died like less than a
Bro,
week
that
ago.
was like the least thing I did not that I don't think anybody expected that shit at all. I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? I don't think you expect I don't nobody expected that shit. It was just like with Takeoff, you know what I mean? I don't think nobody expected this shit. It's crazy.
Takeoff did kind of hit me, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of the like I've been a fan of Aaron Carter. Stopped paying attention to up, and I was like, I don't know, 21, 22. I was like, damn. And the music he was making was actually fire. So I was like, fuck, I might as well, watch this motherfucker again. Because back then, the Backstreet Boys is what was popping and NSYNC and shit. And as a little kid back then, I always thought Aaron's music was way better than all of them. So I listened to Aaron's music. So like, yeah, this feels to me like I would imagine, God forbid, if M were to pass, This is the same way that I would have felt. This is the same way that I felt when X
Knock
died.
on wood. Knocking on wood. I'm knocking on wood right now. Nah, that shit. Nah, that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Aaron, like you said, God forbid. But I feel like that specific event would just stop the world. Like, it's like, in my opinion, when Kobe died, like that was like a death where like everybody's fucking we're just like, you know what I mean? It was like a wake up call for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
It's gonna
Kobe?
be like that's gonna be like whenever MJ or Prince, like I guarantee you when that happens, it's gonna be like MJ and Prince levels. Like shit is gonna be like, who else can we think of on that level? Like I can't
Justin
think
Bieber.
of, like musician wise, not like the Queen or I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about that have already died. Like,
I thought you were talking about
like not no presidents or nothing like that. I'm talking like Aaliyah or Tupac.
Oh yeah, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston.
Absolutely, yeah. Whitney Houston, some shit.
Who was? Damn, I ain't gonna lie. When X died, I kind of shed some tears. When X died, I got depressed for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I swear, I was listening to that song "Numb" like consistently, bro. Because I feel like everybody went through their, like, I'm not gonna say emo phase, but everybody went through their little phase where they were kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would like Peep, all that, like X and shit. Bro, when I was going through my little phase, you know what I mean? While, X was popping. And then when he died, I was like, fuck. Like, I remember crying, like, damn, why they have to take X, bro? Just listening to his music. And I was like, damn. I look back at it now. Because me personally, and I mean no hate. And I mean no hate, but like, I can barely even listen to X's music anymore because it's just like, damn, like, it's weird that he's not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like with Dolph. I can't even listen to Dolph's music anymore because it's just like, fuck, man. Or Von.
See, I felt the same way about Dolph that I feel about Takeoff, because like I wasn't a Dolph when he was alive, but it's like whenever he died, my cousin was a big fan of him, so I'll be riding around and listening to Young Dolph like a lot with him before he died. But I was just like, whatever. After Young Dolph died, I started listening to the songs a little bit more and being like, oh, well, this is why you really fuck with Dolph. I didn't realize that he was so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He reminded me a lot of Pimp C, if you ask me. He reminded me a lot of like UGK, like Bun B type shit. I think that's why I fucked with him.
Yeah, he did. He did have he did kind of have like a little Pimp C pocket type shit. I fuck that.
I'm a big Pimp C fan too. I just started getting back into them too. Like I grew up listening to like Southern rappers, but I didn't really get into like UGK and like I mean, everybody listened to Outkast growing up, but like not even just like Texas, like Paul Wall, like fucking, you know what I mean? But like down south rappers like 3 6 Mafia and Tommy Wright III and like The Real, Memphis, you know what I mean? I just, as I got older, I started to appreciate.
Have you ever heard of
Have I heard of what?
Have you ever heard of Kilo Ali?
I have not. I feel like I've heard that name before. I don't think I've. Is he from Memphis?
He's so good. I can't remember where he's from. I want to say he's from Memphis, but he was like OG, like early 90s type shit. Like he had a sound that was kind of like 2 Live Crew or 69 Boys, but he was more melodic. Like he was melodic rappers that I could ever think of. Like the first person that was singing over some shit he was supposed to be rapping over. Like Kilo Ali was that motherfucker. He was dope.
What's his name? Kilo Ali? I'm gonna have to look into him. That dude sound. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I think his biggest songs are called Nasty Dancer, and he's got a song with Big Boy called Love in Your Mouth. favorite song, "Love in Your Mouth."
Hey, you mentioned Two Live Crew. Do did you fuck with them growing up? Like how much did you listen to them?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, yeah, but like, only thing I can really think of is like, "Pop that pussy," or somebody say,
Yeah.
"Hey, we want some pussy." That's about it.
Those
You
are
know what I'm
classics,
saying? That's
yeah.
about it. My
Hey, those
parents
are
used to play the fuck out of that shit.
yeah, those are classics though. I mean, I never really got into like Two Live Crew and like not like I don't know. Never really was my thing. Cause I remember listening to the Chronic and Dre, I'm a loyal fan. I heard Dre and Snoop dissing them, so I was like, you know what, fuck them. That's how I was with M too. Like I didn't fuck with ICP because M was going at him. I was like, fuck ICP. My mom didn't like him growing up either, so I was like,
Man, my mom, she used to go crazy on me because she knew I was a juggalo. Like, my story though. You know that the only reason I'm a juggalo was because of Eminem. So
yeah.
whenever I started really getting into ICP when I was like 7 or 8, when I started buying their CDs actually and shit, like every fucking time I brought a CD home, she used to bitch at me. I brought home Hell's Pit and I had to have been like 13. And my mom freaked. She not his shit. This shit is disrespecting my home. I'm like, Mama, chill. It's just telling stories about people who are going to hell and why they went to hell. It's like not some devil worshiping shit. It's just some narrative shit. And she didn't get because it said hell and
See, as when I was younger, I didn't like him just because I thought I don't know. I don't know. I was an Eminem fan. I was really into gangster rap
back
when
in
I
the
was
day.
younger.
Back in the day, bro, millennium around
You said what?
and you had some Eminem or Eminem memorabilia, you would normally get your fucking ass kicked. Like juggalos will normally beat your fucking ass. And
It's very
like I've heard
That's
of that
very
happening
true.
a lot. There used to be a bunch of like fuck Eminem chants. Eminem ICP dissed the fuck out of Eminem on the Woodstock stage. Like, yeah, that beef was messy as fuck. And the thing about it was they never ever even did anything to each other. Like the shit about
Nah, for
Eminem
real.
chasing D12 chasing ICP out of a club with paintballs. That didn't even happen. Like that literally didn't happen. Eminem's my favorite rapper
I
and all
never
that shit, but
believed
that was
that.
not true.
I never believed that either. I didn't Eminem say in like an interview he did that.
No, he said it on the song Marshall Mathers, but him and Proof did paintball a bunch of people, but it was homeless people. It wasn't ICP.
That's what he was talking about in his book. From the way I am, that's what he was saying. I'm pretty sure. And then like they were talking about like they ripped his hoop earrings out or something. You know what I'm talking about? You read the book.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some more questions for you though, because you've been
What's
asking
up?
mad questions. It's my fucking turn. So
Yeah, my fault.
I was gonna ask. Don't you make beats now? You told me you make beats now, right?
I'm starting out. I'm a rookie.
Like, how long have you made beats now, as of today?
As of today, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was fucking with Soundation and Soundtrap loops when I was younger. Just putting random ass loops together. Shit that was already pre-made. In a pack, and just fucking with shit. And then I was just like, you know what? Because I'm already a rapper, and in my head, I feel like I already kind of think of beats in my head. So I'm like, you know what, fucking, let me actually try to make it. You know what I mean? So I remember my sister's ex-boyfriend. He had a beat machine, and he never used it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's black and white. It had like a keyboard on it. It wasn't that big. It was plastic. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't an NPC. I wish I had one. But I used that. I started, thinking of my own shit, just fucking with, stuff. But right now, I'm still in the beginning stages. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still, I think of my own shit now, but I still try to fuck with loops a little bit to try to help me out. Hopefully, eventually, like I'm on a Chromebook right now, so I'm still using Soundtrap to record
Mhm.
music. So what I want to do is I want to get a new laptop, and then hopefully when I get a new laptop, I can start actually making beats for myself, and that I can actually like use for my album and make beats to sell. You know what I mean? So like I'm still kind of in the beginning stages. So, but I probably say like not really that long. I started taking not even. I probably say a couple months since I started making good beats at least.
Like word of advice from somebody who's been doing it for like 15 years. Um, YouTube tutorials will take you a long way, but if you watch a YouTube tutorial and you don't like the end result in the video, don't fucking follow their fucking orders. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, don't be afraid to learn new shit. Like never be afraid to learn new shit because that's the only way that you can get better. And don't ever feel like you just have to do one thing and have like a certain type of sound. Because a lot of people feel like I like they feel a lot of people have told me that I'm all over the place, and it's like I really don't care. Like I don't want to just be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done so much shit,
Right.
different type of shit that nobody's even heard of before because I can't record it yet. So like I don't ever let nobody put you in a box. Is what I'm saying.
Facts. I mean, why would they say that? I mean, I wouldn't say you're all over the place. I'd say you're versatile as fuck. You try shit that not a lot of people try. You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to your shit
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, damn, I never heard that before. And I'm like, damn, you could definitely tell this is just like this is so it's different as fuck. You be making different ass shit. I don't know. I like your beats too, man. They different as fuck.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'm
I
a
got another question. What's your favorite song that you've made ever?
My favorite song that I've ever made.
Yeah.
This is a really hard question because I have like four. Um, I'm gonna say two. Only because the two are connected. I'm gonna say "Meet Me When
Okay.
the Sun Turns." I'm gonna say "Meet Me When the Sun Turns Gray" or "Gray World." One of those two. Because when I wrote "Meet Me When the Sun Turns Gray," that was like the whole "Live Short Die Young" EP. I was going through mad shit, and I was like, I had nothing else to do besides make music. You know what I mean? Like, I was failing school like a
Yeah.
motherfucker. I wasn't already doing shit, so I was like, you know what? Let me lock in and try to make some shit. So, "Meet Me When the Sun Turns Gray" was the first song I actually recorded for that EP, and shout out to Kiko Beats is one of the fucking best producers of all time. He produced most of the shit on Grey World, the EP, Live Short Die Young, Air 101. He's produced mad shit for me. Um Grey World though, on the other hand, that song, that's a sequel to "Me When the Sun Turns Gray," but and obviously if you listen to it, you can tell they're connected. But I don't know. I feel like those songs you could definitely hear the emotion in my voice. You know what I'm saying? Like hear the point that I'm trying to get across. Like when I go back and listen to those songs and I listen to "Meet Me When the Sun Turns Gray" and it transitions into "Gray World," it gives me goosebumps, bro. Like that. I love those two songs. And plus, those are like two of like my most personal songs I've ever fucking written. In my opinion, at least.
Hell yeah. Um, I don't think that we've really talked about the album that you dropped tonight at all yet, have we?
No, we haven't. Thanks for reminding me. Grey Road 4 dropping tonight at 12. It's dropping in what, like 50, like an hour, some change. Grey Road 4. Honestly, I'm not.
Hour,
It's
yeah.
bro. It's an EP, dog. It's an EP, bro. Go get it. Go get it. I mean, hour and 5 minutes. Go get it.
Is it on? Is it all?
Yeah, it's gonna be on all platforms. I actually submitted it through DistroKid to drop right at 12. So if it doesn't drop right at 12, I'm gonna throw a tantrum. But I should be good though. It's going on all platforms. I didn't make any lyric videos for it though. I'm kind of pressed about that. I didn't have enough time, but I mean, I'm excited for it, but not really, because it's an EP. It's a Grey Road EP, so whatever.
Do you album or anything like a big work? You don't have to reveal any details, but like, are you working on something like long form?
I'm working on one project that's gonna be fucking crazy, but I don't want to talk about that right now. That's private. But I am dropping a project before that one though, because the big one that I'm planning to do, which fun fact is the one you're actually featured on. I'm gonna say that now. There's only 2 features on it, and EK is one of them. But that's all. That's all I'm saying. But that's the big one I'm dropping. But I'm dropping a little EP before then, like a 10-song EP. And you already know the name. I sent you the cover and shit, a snippet and all that. And that EP. I'm just gonna fuck around and have fun with it, Like I've been recording songs, like not really just. People always want to act all serious in the studio, and then like, oh, I'm a rap, like, I gotta be tough and shit. Like, no, I want to have fun sometimes. You know what I mean? So this next project is nothing but vibes.
Yeah, I don't like being tough all the time either.
Nah, for real. Like it's cool once in a while, when you drunk or something, or when you high, and you be in your mode. You're like, yeah, I'm that dude. Like, stop fucking. You know what I mean? But like, sometimes you're just like. Let me just have fun. Let me see what I can do. I'm in a good mood right now. You know what I mean? I'm sure you felt that way too.
Yeah. See, with distractions, I'm pretty much whining about women on the whole fucking album. So like, that's really what people was trying to get me to stop doing. But I went through a breakup. They kind of like really fucking was like, oh damn, and I made a whole album about it. So it's like, all right, like y'all either take it or leave it. I don't care.
I mean, it's not even. I wouldn't even say it's necessarily just. That could help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could be going through the same thing, so they could be like, "Oh shit." Like, I'm not the only motherfucker going through the same shit. Like, maybe there is,
Yeah, see, I'm not. It's not like the older songs that I made about like my ex and my other exes and shit. All that shit just was coming very bitter place and shit. Like this album isn't me, buddy. Like like I spend a lot of songs bashing a certain ex that I used to have, and but
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just kind of like self-reflecting and kind of taking the most of the album is about like self-accountability type shit, like about like recognizing your role and like why certain people aren't around you anymore, and also recognizing being around probably is a good thing for you.
That's a very good explanation of the album. I'm actually very excited for that shit. I think I've already said that before, but I am very excited.
Oh, I love it. I can't stop listening to it. I've been listening to it, and it's not even close to like finished. But like on a realistic scale, I probably listen to the album like 2 or 3 times a day, just going through it and making sure like everything. I always find something wrong with it. Like every single time I listen to it, I'm always opening all. So
that's a very good thing, though.
To come be like nothing you've ever heard about me.
That's a very good thing, though, because that's what I do too. Like I always every time I make a song, I'm always like, which is another question I was gonna ask you. Like, what's your process of a song? Like, do do you write first? Do you make a beat first, or do you pick a beat first? Like, what's your usual process of a song if you do have one? You know what I'm saying?
My most common like practice when it comes to making a song is I will listen to a beat 1,000 times, like as many times I possibly can in order to write it and complete it on paper. And that's just the paper process. Like this, like I have at least 5 other processes where it just happens and I'll just be like, oh shit, this is a fire song. I got to put this out. But like the most common way, I'll write a song like that and then I'll record it. And if I feel like I have to, I'll record other times and yeah, the mixing process and all that bullshit. That's pretty much how that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's different every time, isn't it? I mean, every song. I mean, does it usually depend on the mood?
Yeah, it does depend on the mood a lot. Like especially the mood of the beat. Like I saw an interview a long time ago where Tech 9 he said, I let the beat talk to me. Like I'll sit and listen to the beat, and the beat will tell me to do something. And I kind of took that and ran with it. That's my approach to every song, whether I write it or I punch it in or I whatever the fuck. It's like I let the beat kind of like, if I don't have any lyrics in my head, I'll do like babble track is, right, where you just sit and make a bunch of noises to where you kind of want it to sound, but you don't have words. You're just kind of babbling.
Yeah, it's like a reference track type shit.
Yeah, see, whenever Tech 9 did Worldwide Choppers, he grabbed his iPhone when he had an idea and he went dabba da 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 da. I've never done that before. Recorded in my head a bunch of times, and I'll write down whatever words I can put together from whatever the fuck I'm babbling in my head.
Nah, that's dope. I mean, nah, yeah. My fault. I'm fried right now. I'm straight chilling. Oh no. Who's in the comments right now? Danny Boy.
I do not.
1996. What's up, man? What's up, man? I don't know you. With all due respect.
How do you pronounce whose name? We both have some. Both have some pretty unreadable names.
That is very, very, very true. That is very true. At least it's not my full name anymore. That would have been worse.
I want to see if I can pronounce it without you telling me.
Go ahead.
I think it's Malik Kamari, right?
Damn, you good. All right, you good. You good. You good. You good. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, bro. I just call you EK.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pronounce my name for you, Danny. If you knew me, then you would know how to pronounce my name. Okay?
Do you know who Danny is?
It's not Danny Lewis. And I no.
Man. All right. I wanna ask you, because you said something about me, you, and DJ on a song, and I kind of just remembered you said that, and DJ just texted me.
Right.
We all definitely got it. No, I don't know, but shout out to DJ if he is watching. But we should definitely all do a song together. I'm definitely down for that. I think you and Peasy might be able to do some fire shit together. You know Peasy, right?
I don't know if I don't know if I've ever talked to Peasy before. I think I've heard some of y'all songs together. Yeah, like yeah, I do a song with Peasy for sure.
I got some shit with him on the way. Me and him working on. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna say all that. We working on some shit. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, is there any up and coming projects besides Distractions and the freestyle?
Damn. Let's see. How much time do you have? I have Distractions, freestyle mixtape of boredom. I got a couple of EPs that I don't know if I'm ready to name them yet. Like I have the names, but I don't know if I'm ready to say them yet. But I got the Origins album. That's me re-recording a bunch of old shit professionally, as you know, now me instead of my teenage form. Re-recording a bunch of my teenage songs. But anyways,
That's
I'm
fire.
also doing
That's
the Moving
fire.
Target 2.
Oh, okay, Moving Target.
Target 2 is gonna be I'm actually remixing one of our first motherfucking collabs. I'm remixing Get Big. You wasn't even actually, you told me to take you off of Get Big, even though you sent me that song.
Bro, I forgot that shit even existed, bro. Oh my god, that was literally right after Evil Within. Actually, that's crazy. Damn.
Mm-hmm. It was.
You just blew my mind right now, bro.
What I've been doing is I took a bunch of my songs, like every song that I could take this to and take the beat off of. I loaded them in FL and I've everything, my own beats under everything, and it's gonna all be on Spotify. It's gonna be original vocals, you know, like whenever I was a teenager and shit, as opposed to the Origins album where I'm actually recording the different songs. None of those songs are the same, but I'll give you an example, but you know my catalog, so I can say this to you and you'll know what I'm talking about. The Origins album, like my old shit, like 09 to I want to say 2014, and or no, 2009 to about 2012, 2013, and the fucking Moving Target 2 is going to be about 2014 to 2017 ish.
Damn. See, bro, it's crazy. Like, you be working on hella projects at a time. A lot of people around me be working on so many projects at a time, and I'm over here. I'm only working on 2. I'm like, damn, I need to get my consistency level. I mean, like, I dropped like 5 something projects in here this year, but I definitely wanna shout out to Peasy. I see him in here too. I was just gonna say Peasy's been consistent as a motherfucker too. Shout out to him. Matter of fact, hold on. Gang,
damn,
what's
I forgot
up,
what I
bro?
was supposed to say.
No, go ahead.
Let's see. I got a question. Do you play any instruments?
That's a very good question. No, I do. I'm lying. I do. I'm lying. I did play instruments. I don't anymore. Obviously the microphone, but like besides that, I mean, like, okay, I could play some songs on the guitar. I could play I don't know if you know the song "Tie My Hands" by Lil Wayne, but I could play that on the guitar, like the little melody of it. That's about it though. I can make like some melodies on pianos, but I've never really been a big instrument person. Like, I remember I signed up for band when I was younger, and I quit after the first day just because, I thought the shit was whack. So I don't know. I don't know. I've never really, growing up, I was never really a big, like, I was never really big into like the making of a song and like instruments and like
When I was
you said what?
I was in chorus. I was in chorus when I was in like 4th and 5th grade, and that's about it. That's when I started doing talent shows and shit.
Yeah, I remember you told me about your talent shows. I was in choir for like I was in choir. I will say that I wasn't in band, but I was in choir for like I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of embarrassing, but I was there from like 7th grade to 7th grade to 10th grade. So that's what, like 7, 8, 9, 10. I was there for 4 years. I was in choir for 4 years, and I was good too. I used to be able to sing my ass off, but I don't know. I be feeling insecure when I try to sing on songs, bro. Like I be hearing you and Peasy, you guys sound so fucking good, and I'm just like, no, I don't, no, no. Where you guys from?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Huh?
Where did you get Virginia from, bro? Out of all places.
No.
Are you talking about me or him? Either way, Jesus
Neither
Christ.
one of us are from.
Oh, he been commenting too. I didn't even notice. Damn.
Don't even tell her where you're from.
No, I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Um,
I ain't even gonna say that, man.
Let's see. I got more questions though. What is your favorite album of all time?
Oh, you know what's crazy? I think I might have to go with this for real. I just got this a couple days ago. I think I gotta go with this for real.
That's
Either
valid.
this, or the Marshall Mathers LP. I was gonna say the Eminem show, but the Marshall Mathers LP only just because Marshall Mathers is like one of my favorite Eminem songs of all time. Still Don't Give a Fuck is my favorite Eminem song of all time, though. Fun fact. But
yeah.
what's yours? What's your favorite album of all time? Rap album or album, either way.
It's Mathers LP. It's still the Marshall Mathers.
Okay. Damn. That's crazy. That's a lot of people's. Damn, that album's so fucking good, bro. That album's so fucking good. Hey, do you think the production's better on that album or the Eminem show though?
I think the production's better on Eminem show. Yeah. But if you ask me, like, okay, look, whenever I built my studio in my house about a couple of months ago, I think I EQ'd my whole setup using the Chronic 2, specifically Explosive. And what's the difference? Like, my sound test was done with those 2 songs.
Oh shit. Nah, that's dope. That's fire. Nah, the Marshall Mathers. I probably. You know what?
Oh shit!
I changed my mind. I'm gonna say the Eminem show only cause Soldier, and Say Goodbye Hollywood. I forgot those 2 songs are on there, so I'm gonna say the Eminem show and Illmatic. Those are probably my two favorite albums. Reasonable Doubt is very valid.
Never listened to Reasonable Doubt. I've never listened to it. See, I be trying to. My thing is, I'm a CD collector, so don't look at me like that. But I be trying to I'm trying to get the copy. I'm trying to get a copy of it, but I can't find a copy of Reasonable Doubt that's not like, too high. I can't. These days, I don't spend more than $10 on a fucking CD.
That's very true. I wouldn't either. That's very true. I agree with you on that. You never heard Reasonable Doubt though? That's crazy. You never even heard Dead Presidents? Wow. That's that shit.
To be honest, I listen to damn near every other Jay-Z album all the way through. Like I like Blueprint. I like Volume 2. I like I kind of like Kingdom Come. I have a copy of it. Black Album is one of my favorite albums ever. 444 was fucking classic. I didn't like Magna Carta. Watch the Throne was fucking classic.
I had to watch the Throne, the gatefold one. It was like a big ass. It was like a metal case, and then it folded out, and then it had them as like a lion and shit. You don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about. You're a fellow music collector, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But you know what? Since we're on the topic of Jay-Z,
I think I bought that exact copy that you're talking about in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Fire. But I want to ask too, because this just came to my head. Because I also saw a post on Facebook, and it was like talking about like the best diss tracks. Okay, this is a very unpopular opinion, but "Hit 'Em Up" is not the greatest diss track of all time. It is not, in my opinion. It is not the greatest diss track of all time. You
I don't think so either.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What are your top 3 favorite diss tracks of all time?
I do not want to just say Eminem songs. So I have to think about that for a second.
Hey, excluding Eminem songs. Excluding Eminem songs. No Eminem songs.
No. I'm gonna put one Eminem song on there, and that's gonna be "Quitter" because that's it. "Quitter" is it. I really like "Ether," and "Ether" is way better than "Takeover."
Okay. I like Ether. I like Ether too.
I'm not putting "Takeover" on there because I don't really like Takeover.
I thought "Takeover" was dope though.
Hey, "Real Motherfucking G's" is a good one, but nah, I'm not gonna put that on my top. I want Oh, no. Look at me whenever I say this. Best diss track of all fucking time. "How Do You Sleep at Night" by John Legend. He dissed the fuck out of Paul McCartney on that shit.
What the? Huh? John Legend did a diss track? What the?
I mean, did I say Legend? I meant John Lennon. I'm a little drunk. Shout out to Casamigos.
Oh. Wait, there's a diss track. Wait, hold on. There's a diss track of John Lennon to John. Hold on, that just blew my mind. I don't even listen to the Beatles like that. That's crazy.
Nah,
you know what's crazy?
Let me give you a piece of music history. I'm a walking encyclopedia of music, bro. Let me tell you some shit. I'm finna
What's
school
up?
you. "Sweet Home Alabama" is a diss track.
You talking about "Sweet Home Alabama," like the "Sweet Home Alabama," like "Sweet Home Alabama," like that shit.
Leonard Skinner dissed Neil Young. Yeah, that was a diss track to Neil Young, "Sweet Home Alabama," because Neil Young said something about Southern music dying or some shit. I don't know exactly what he said. Bullshit in some magazine or maybe in some song. And the part where it's like, "I hope Neil Young remembers Southern man, don't need him around." That's a fucking diss track, bro.
That is crazy. Nah.
They fucking name dropped him. That shit was G. They straight name dropped him. That was a diss track.
No, that's crazy. Hey, no Vaseline. I completely forgot about that. That's valid too. That's top 3. That's crazy, John.
The
Damn.
the whole Easy E thing that this and Dr. Dre, the whole EP, the Cole 187, that whole EP was crazy.
I love that. I love that project. I was just listening, like the Any Last Words. I like the Boys in the Hood remix on there better than the original, personally, which is a very unpopular opinion, but
Yes, me too. Me too.
because I like who I don't remember. I think Dre produced the original Boys in the Hood, right? I could be. I think I could be wrong, but I think he did.
Yeah.
I have the
No, Dre
vinyl.
produced it and Q and I don't know who produced the Any Last Words version, but I agree. I like that version better. My dad used to listen to that song. He had that CD, and when I was a tiny ass little kid, he used to bump the fuck out of that shit.
Wait, what Peasy say? He said, "Yo, Malik, what's your favorite Nation Boy
Oh
Peasy
shit.
project?" Me against myself. Shout out Nation Boy Peasy. Make sure y'all go get that. Matter of fact, never mind. I can't say nothing yet.
There we go.
Shout out
My shit's
Peasy,
slow.
man. Greatest rapper to ever come out of St. Louis.
All right. So what is what is your favorite collab? Like any rapper, not just you, like your favorite collab song ever.
Like my favorite collaboration.
Between any, yeah, like any, so and for yourself, separate answer. Like I just want to know in general what your favorite collab song is.
That's a good question. Damn. Cause I'm trying to think outside the box. I don't just want to pick a rap song. I want to maybe pick like some crazy shit. Cause I'm thinking based off of collaboration. I'm gonna say Last One Standing by Skylar
That
Grey,
is a good way to. I didn't
Mozzie.
think about that.
I'm gonna say Last One Standing by Skylar Grey, Polo G, Mozzie, and Eminem because that is the least. That is a collaboration that I never fucking expected, and the song was pretty good too. Like honestly, regardless of what people think of the song, that lineup itself is fucking crazy. Like Skylar Grey, like Eminem, bro. I saw Mozzie on there. I freaked the fuck out. I was like, yo, Mozzie and Eminem are on a song together. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like I don't know. That's why I'm very happy, like, to be alive in this era of music to see a bunch of, because I like when the OGs and the youngins get together for songs and shit. You know what I mean? I don't like when fucking old heads try to come at youngins. Why can't everybody just, you know what I mean? Why can't the youngins try?
Yeah, me too. I don't like whenever they be on some hating shit.
Nah, for real, that shit's stupid as hell. There's no point in that. Like people like Joe Budden and shit annoy the shit out of me, and Joe Budden don't even make good music, bro. That's debatable. I
Like I
take
know
that.
you remember. I
Nah,
know
go
you
ahead.
remember whenever quarantine and shit started. The sticky fingers, and Kodak happened. That was so damn stupid.
Oh
Sticky Fingers song
shit!
was Kodak. Like it was
Oh my
bad, and I
god, I
really
forgot
love
about
Sticky
that.
Fingers, bro. And I was like, you could have just
Damn,
not done that. You're like, you probably could have called that man. Like,
bro,
what you
I wasn't
doing?
even I wasn't even thinking, bro. I completely forgot about that shit. Damn. Nah, Sticky Fingers is a legend though. I was just listening to his shit a couple days ago. He can spit. The whole Onyx, bro. Onyx is crazy.
Yeah, I love Onyx.
Facts, me too. Fredro is like, in my opinion, Fredro is one of the greatest MCs of all time. Like, even when he's not like, well, it's the boy, like when he's actually like rapping, like he's dope, bro. Like he can really spit.
Did you see where they recently did like some kind of re I don't even want to call call it a remix, but they did like a version of Slam with like a cello or some shit. Like it was that shit was fire.
Oh shit. No, I did not see that. Wait, hold on. Is there only who's still in Onyx? Is it just Sticky and Fredro? I know one of the members
It's
passed
on
away.
YouTube.
I'm about to look that shit up after this. Is it just
Oh,
Sticky?
I didn't know that. I actually don't know much about Onyx. But yeah, it's just them two.
Damn. I was gonna say, I think I remember my mom put me on to them actually. My mom was a big fan of no. Yeah, my mom used to bump Slam, right? But obviously, 8 Mile, Last Days,
Right.
Lotto, you know what I mean? This man, everybody knows all that shit. But I think that I remember looking that beat up because everybody
Right.
was talking about the Shook Ones beat. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, that's the best beat ever out the movie," right? But I always thought was
Right.
like, yo, I was like, yo, that second beat was hard as fuck to me, and I remember months I was trying to find that shit, and I found it, and I heard the original song, and I was like, damn, like ever since then I haven't even like every time even that now every time I watch the movie I always think of the song just because this shit's fire. Like I'm America's nightmare, young black and just don't get like I don't know. There's something about Onyx. Like I feel like when I heard them for the first time, like they were like, yo, they gave me a sense of like, yo, you can really be yourself. Like you can just say fucking and just do you on songs. You know what I mean?
8 Mile really fucking 8 Mile made me like that song by far. The fucking I think it's called Passing Me By. I don't remember.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I
By the
think
far side. Yeah, by the far side.
I just can't remember what it was called.
I think it was passing me by.
I don't really think I saw 8 Mile until like Encore was already out.
Shit. I mean, that's like 2 years after, so that's not really that late.
Yeah,
I
that song's
mean,
crazy. I love that song. But
I think everybody watching this is a big 8 Mile fan. That movie's like is what even people like who don't even like Eminem can't deny like that's one of the greatest fucking hip hop. Not even like that's one of the greatest movies of all time in my opinion. Like that's I stand on
bro,
that statement.
my great grandmother only watched it because she knew how big of an Eminem was. And I think she ended up
Man,
giving me the copy that she had. It's like, you know how I feel about rap music, but
man. Hey, shout out grandma for that. I gotta ask, since we're on, we talk about 8 Mile. What's your top? Should I say top 3 or should I say top 5? I'm gonna say top 5. What's your top 5 hip hop movies of all time?
Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm gonna throw in Baby Boy because that was supposed to be a Tupac movie.
I heard.
Hustle and Flow. 8 Mile. And I gotta think of a good one for this one. Hold on. I got something over here for sure. That's a good contender. Shark Tale.
Nah, tell me why I'm looking at that right over here, bro. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. You just said. Hey, Shark Tale had some songs on there though. Don't get it fucked up. Wasn't D12 on that soundtrack?
Yeah, D12 was on the soundtrack. Ludacris, I think Trey Songz was on that shit too.
Missy Elliott, Christina Aguilera, yeah, that shit was hard.
Oh, that shit was bomb. Yeah, the car wash
Hell
cover, that shit
yeah.
was hard. I like Christina Aguilera.
Damn, it's 11:30. 30 minutes until Grey Road 4 drops.
Hell yeah. Shit. What you trying to stay on here until it drops?
Yeah, we can. Fuck it. I ain't doing nothing else. I am probably gonna get off around
Because
when it drops though. So
there's not that many.
okay, cool. I am probably gonna get
Oh
off
yeah,
though
That's cool.
after it drops, so I can promote it and shit. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Is Peasy still in here? Can you see who's in here?
Nah.
Oh shit. Well, shit, man.
I can't. I can just see how.
Damn. I wish I can see who's on here.
Oh, so I got a fucked up story about last night. Not fucked up bad, but like shitty.
You said a fucked up story?
So yeah.
What's up? What's up, man?
So last night I was getting some Pizza Hut, right? And it was like they closed at 11. I was getting there around like, I don't know, 10:20, 10:30-ish. So I'm like, I don't know, 2 miles, a mile and a half away, and the car starts like over 3/4 mark, and I'm like, oh shit. Like if it gets to, if it have to pull the fuck over and see what's wrong. And so fortunately I made it far to get my pizza to wait too long. Grabbed a pizza, pulled over like a little bit later at a grocery store. And so long sat in the parking lot of the grocery store for like 15 to 20 minutes and motherfucking worked on it's like a little piece that looks like a T, and it connects to the like a hose that connects to the radiator, and it's just a plastic piece that basically exploded. But I already had one because I foresaw this coming. So like, yeah, luckily I thought ahead. That's my story.
I don't fuck with Pizza Hut. That's not my thing. What's his top three pizza chains right now?
Yeah.
Name them. Top 3.
That's a good one. Chuck E. Cheese.
Out of all, nah, Chuck E. Cheese is crazy. Chuck E. Cheese is crazy.
I really like Pizza Hut. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I really
I'm not
like Pizza Hut. There's not. I went to this one fucking place that it was in New York, but I think it was called like Chicago Pizza or some shit. It was like a 2-story place that was in New York City, but it wasn't called no New York Pizza. But that place was fucking fire. Had big ass pizza, but I can't even show you how big it was on this screen. But yeah, big ass pizzas in New York City.
Damn. What you think of Little Caesars, man? You a Little Caesars fan?
I mean, I'm gonna pull up and get a regular hot and ready pepperoni and cheese. I mean, yeah, but if you're trying it ain't worth waiting on. It's worth pulling up and getting one that's ready. Yeah, but it ain't worth it.
That's facts. I agree with that. If you got the munchies, you just trying to get you a quick pizza or something, you know what I mean? You just walk in there. That's facts. I agree with you on that one. Who said EK got a big ass forehead?
I'm insecure. I'm insecure about that. Don't say stuff like that about me, okay? You're bullying me. You're doing psychological damage to me physically and mentally. I don't appreciate it.
Damn. We finna have a whole therapy session. Damn, that's fucked up.
Don't make me fucking cry. I will, okay? I'll cry now.
Dave all one. Who are you, bro? Do you know him?
No, I think I know who that is. I think
That's
I know who that is.
crazy. Hey, man. Oh, I actually have a question that just came to my head right now. The morning EPs. So obviously I
Yeah,
got the
the
Juice.
Juice World and X.
Yeah, I got the Juice WRLD shirt on right now. So were those okay? So were those just like those two EPs? Were those just kind of like a one-time thing, just because like you were inspired by those artists a lot, or like do you plan on doing more, like in memory of like
Well,
artists
see, the
type
thing
shit?
is, plan I planned to do the X thing way before Juice passed, and that Juice, and you know this because you was as big as a Juice fan as I was before he passed. Juice had a
Facts.
lot of leaks, and a lot of those leaks were unfinished. They had open verses, so I did like a solid year before Juice passed. So and I think I did like 2 of the songs, and that was originally gonna be on the freestyle mixtape too. Like I got one more Juice World, song that I still ain't put out. Is gonna be on that mixtape. But I was planning on doing the Monday morning for X way before that, and then Juice passed, so I had a ton of other songs that had open verses, and I picked like 8 more of those because I already had Put Me Down, and made that into Sunday morning. So yeah, but the timing just happened to be just right because I was in the whole 2020 monthly EP thing, so I had a shit ton of shit ready to go. I was just in that mode. I was recording I had a girlfriend I wasn't paying enough attention to because I was so worried about making music and shit, and like that kind of led up to the creation of this track. Yeah, let me hear. So it's all good.
Hey, pain makes the best music, bro. That's what life taught me. Pain makes the best music, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That
Absolutely.
I lied. That's very debatable though, because you can be sad and make some really whack ass shit. Because I've done that before, but hey,
I
hey.
have to. Like I made cringy shit ever whenever I'm fucking sad.
See, like, okay, look, it's different where, okay, look, if you're just like too straightforward with it and you're just like, I'm sad, I'm dying, I want to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I miss you. You know, that shit's just corny to me. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you actually, how do I explain it? Don't just, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. Just, there's a lot of corny emo, like, I don't know, man. I'm not really. I like even before Pete passed, I wasn't a fan of him, and I'm not a fan of him now. Like I'm not really a fan of like that, like the emo singing. I don't know, man. That's not my thing personally. I am a fan of Juice. I love Juice. I just me personally, I wasn't. That's not my thing. Not really. Everybody loves him
I
around me, man.
like some of Peep's music. I like a lot of Peep's music. I'm not gonna say like songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I was a big diehard Lil Peep. I didn't even know who Lil Peep was until like a couple of weeks after he died because I saw a bunch of memes, and so I was, and Casey was a big fan of him, and Raymond was a big fan of him, but like I said, I never even heard his name before he died, so I can't sit here and act like I can be like, oh yeah, fuck y'all because y'all have something to say about Peep. Like I'll be honest, there's skips for me. Like there's a lot of songs that I just don't like about Peep. I can say the same thing about Mac. To be honest, I don't like watching movies with the sound off. I love Good AM and I love The Divine Feminine, but
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I love watching movies. I love that album. That's crazy. Okay, look, I love Mac Miller. I can't. Okay, look. All right. Hold on. Hold on. All right. You know what? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I don't know where else to go. I really like The Divine Feminine though. Like The Divine Feminine was crazy. I'm not shitting on Mac. I'm not saying that he's bad. He's
No,
actually like
yeah.
fucking great. I wish he was still alive. But I don't like. I'm not gonna act like I was a fan of him or anything. Like I actually don't like that shit. Whenever somebody, as soon as an artist dies, you know what I'm saying, I don't like that. I don't like
That's
that
very
at all.
true. I agree with you. Like
I like my thing about Mac specifically. Whenever he was alive, he was alive in the exact same thing saying now. But Casey put me on the good AM, and he was like, "Bro, oh, and Faces." Whenever Faces came
Faces
out,
is
I was like,
dope.
"This shit is fire." But yeah. So whenever Good
Faces is
AM
dope.
came out, I went and bought a copy because Casey told me to. And then when the Divine Feminine came out, I listened to it, I think, because of the Anderson .Paak song. And that whole album is just great. But I didn't listen to Swimming much. The estate dropped Circles on my birthday, which was the same day that Music to Be Murdered By came out. So of course I was gonna listen to that, and that was fucking amazing. That was a great album. I love Good News. Yeah.
What'd
I
you
love
think of
Mac.
Music to Be Murdered By? What
I think that it is um honestly, I think side B is better than side A, but both of them are fucking great. Like top, not 5, but definitely top 10 M albums.
I'd
M
say top
projects.
5,
If we're throwing
honestly.
everything M's ever made, like if we're throwing everything that M's ever made project wise, like EPs, mixtapes, and everything, top 10.
Yeah, I agree with you. And this is like, okay, look, I only like I really fuck with side A just cause like, first of all, Black Thought's verse alone that just killed me. Like Black Thought's verse on Yeah Yeah fucking killed me. That's like one of my favorite verses on an M album like ever.
I love You Gon' Learn. The first time I heard You Gon' Learn, I played it like 4 different times. Like I played it 4 times on
Yeah.
repeat, and that was like right when it dropped. Like I didn't even listen to the rest of the album after I listened to You Gon' Learn 4 times.
I remember seeing when like I literally remember waking up and you as a fellow M fan, you know this. Like you wake up you just wake up thinking it's a normal day. And then you wake up and there's a new fucking Eminem album and you're like you know what I mean? You're like, what the
No,
fuck?
I stayed up.
You stayed up?
I stayed up. I know exactly what happened. Yeah,
That's
I had no
crazy.
idea it was coming. So what happened was me and Bullet were actually in the middle of a conversation, and Bullet will tell you exactly the same thing I'm telling you right now. Me and Bullet were in the middle of a conversation about Kamikaze, and Bullet, he does kind of arguing with him on some fuck you Kamikaze and let me tell you type shit. So in the middle of that argument / debate type shit, he just randomly sends me M just dropped, and this is midnight on my birthday. So he's like, M just dropped, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, the preface, real sidebar, right? It was born. Bullet's birthday is the same day as the release date of the Marshall Mathers LP. He was born on May 23rd,
May
I think,
23rd, yeah.
2002. So, so, um, he tells me on my birthday that M just dropped a brand new album, and I'm like, "You're fucking lying, bro! Like you're fucking lying." He goes, "No, bro. On my mama, go check Spotify." I'm like, I'm not gonna go waste my time because you're fucking with me right now. No, you're fucking with me. He goes, "Bro, Juice WRLD's on it." I said, "Now I know because it's too fresh. It hasn't been
Yeah,
long enough.
yeah,
Juice WRLD hasn't
yeah.
been dead long enough to release anything like that." And he was and the next message I got was like all caps on me. And so and I think it was a screenshot to it. And then I was just like, I was, fuck yeah, bro. I was like, damn.
See, like I really appreciated that album because I really needed that album. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I really needed that album because I ain't gonna lie, around that time I was kind of, also going through some shit. And I was like, it was also at. It's weird too, cause I remember waking up and damn near having a heart attack, cause fucking people blowing up my phone. Again, people know how big of an M fan I am, so people are blowing me up like, "Yo, M dropped, whoop de whoop!" Like, murder music to be murdered by. I see the cover, and plus I got M's post notifications on, just in case he ever drops and shit. So. And I look at the cover. I'm like, the
Right.
first thing that came to my head was that, damn, this dude look old as fuck. I was like, damn, this dude look old as fuck.
The fucking the beard. I still haven't gotten over the beard.
I
Have you seen the
mean,
Hall of Fame shit yet?
no, I haven't. I saw a clip of it, and he was
That shit
thanking
was
all the
crazy.
artists. He was thanking all the artists. I saw that.
No, bro. Let me tell you what got me. Motherfucking Steven Tyler came out and did Sing for the Moment with that man. And that shit blew me the fuck away.
Wait, what? You said Steven? You talking about the dude? What is it? Like the dude who he came out like with Eminem.
Aerosmith. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you knew this or not, but on the actual Sing for the Moment song, the guitar is Joe Perry, I think his name is, from the guy that plays the solo. Like they actually got one of the guys from Aerosmith to play guitar on the Eminem show. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
On that song.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't just Dirty. I don't know if you know who Dirty Steve is, but
I know who Dirty
like
Steve
yeah.
is.
So Steven Tyler came out because he likes so much and did his verse of the song, and the first Steven Tyler verse ended. The first M verse came in, and it was just fuck fire. I wish I would have been there, but it was way overseas. It's like in Abu Dhabi or some shit.
Damn. Shit, man. Damn. Let me see. 13 more minutes until Grey Road 4. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous. One of the songs I'm excited to drop, though. I ain't gonna lie. There's one song on there that I've been wanting to drop for a while. Peasy knows exactly which song I'm talking about. It's fucking crazy. I used the fucking Jeezy sample. I'm excited.
How many songs is on the EP?
This one, it has 7, but it's okay. So I wanted to do something different with this one because obviously I had Grey Road 3, and I think Grey Road 3 is like one of my best projects, period. Like I think that's like when I dropped that one, people showed mad love. That's the one where like got the most amount of plays on Spotify in like 24 hours. You know what I mean? And on YouTube too. When I did the lyric videos, people were fucking with it heavy. So when I did that, I was like, you know what? Okay, next Grey Road 4. I had my mindset on 7 songs, 7 new songs. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do 4 new songs, and then I'm gonna do. Damn, nobody even knows this. This 10 minutes away, and nobody knows this. But there's 4 new songs, and there's 3 slow and reverb songs on there, and I called them the faded remix. So it's like slowed versions of 3 songs on the EP. So I just wanted to do something different.
Okay.
You know, I'm a big fan of Chopped and Screwed. So like I really wanted to see how my music would sound with that. See if I can. I actually tried to do like the Screwed thing, like where I would like chop it up, but that shit's so fucking complicated. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do a slow and reverb. I'm gonna call it faded. I called all 3 of them faded remix. They sound really fucking good. I think they sound very good. I listen to them in my headphones and shit. I think they sound amazing. So I'm excited for it. Again, it's an EP, so I'm not gonna like, oh my god, a new project go out. You know what I mean? But like, you know.
I'm gonna buy it whenever I see it on iTunes. Like I'm gonna buy the whole thing.
You gonna
That's what I've
buy
been
it?
doing lately. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Damn, appreciate that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't used iTunes in like everything's Spotify, Apple Music, fucking, you know what I mean? YouTube, not even SoundCloud. I feel like SoundCloud kind of died down too. You know what I mean? Is it just me or did SoundCloud is the
I don't
SoundCloud
even use
era
SoundCloud.
pretty gone?
I don't use SoundCloud. I only stream my music on Spotify now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I stream my own music on Spotify all day, and all the music
Yeah,
that
me
I
too.
actually listen to is either like on the radio, like on CD, or it's on iTunes, like on my laptop type shit.
Hell yeah, I got a whole playlist of you, PZ, Kane, Six, just and DJ, just a bunch of our songs. You know, like in my opinion, like the most fire ones,
Mm-hmm.
like shit that I actually like bump. You know what I mean? Like the first one on there is like I know 2020 freestyles on there. That's one of my favorite songs by you. Um, Live and Learn, obviously. You know what I mean? There's a song by Six and Kane called Shoot Up the City. And that song gave me fucking goosebumps when I first heard it. I remember when I first heard it, and do you know you know that song, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I've heard it.
That
Yeah.
shit's crazy. But I remember I texted Six, and I was like a while ago, and I was like, "Yo, you need to put this on platforms." He didn't really say anything. He was like, "Oh, word, yeah," and then he dropped it, and I'm like, "Yo," but nah, I told Kane one of these days I'm gonna send him a collab, but I haven't gotten around to it. I need to get back on it.
Yeah, I feel you. I haven't sent Bullet out.
You said what?
I don't think I've sent anything to anybody in a while, except anybody or Bullet neither. But I haven't sent anything to anybody since whatever the fuck the last song I did with Six was.
That was no, I don't know. You did a song with him on his last project, I think. You did 2 songs on his last project, right? Mr. But Buzzin'. I don't remember how to say it. Were you on 2 songs or 1?
Yeah, but I'm talking about songs that I sent him. Like I'm talking about song.
Oh, okay.
Um, shit. I think the last thing that I sent out was like. I think the last thing that I sent out was like the some shit that was off of our EP. Like I don't think I've sent out a collab in over a year.
That's crazy. I mean, you sent me. Never mind. I don't know if I can say it. Did you release the track list for Distraction yet?
I put it on. It's on Genius. I don't care if you say it. It don't matter.
Oh, I was gonna say. I remember you
It's
sent
based
me.
off of your song.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you sent me. You lied to me again, and oh my god, that is based off my song. Damn. Let me ask you. This. So when that when I dropped that song, right? Like, did you just fuck with it heavy? Like, were you just like, yo, like this song's like hard? Like, what kind of motivated you to want to do a sequel to that song?
Yeah. I really like the beat and I really like the hook. And I can't remember. I listened to it a shit ton like this, specifically the week and the month. Started locking into whatever album that was hard. I kind of fell out of listening to anybody else's shit besides my own. But
Mm.
because that's how I get sometimes. But fucking like whenever I bought a shit ton of beats. Like I bought 60 something beats one time during quarantine, and one of them was the beat that I ended up sending you for You Lied to Me Again. And we were talking about making a song together, and literally while we were having that conversation about doing a song, I heard that beat and I started and instantly came into my head. And then I plugged in the part where you said I loved you when I didn't love myself. And I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be it. Like I was like, we're gonna do You Lied to Me Again for sure.
Man, that's crazy. That brings back memories because I remember when I put out that song, and that was like the first song where people like at my school like were fucking with it. They were like, "Yo, Malik, that new shit You Lied to Me is hard," and they'd be like, "I don't know." It was weird
That's a
because like
fire ass song. Yeah.
I mean I appreciate it, but at the same time, it's like I've made so many other better songs since then. I don't know. I
I'm
don't
like
know.
that too.
Yeah, I know you agree with that too. You got songs like that you made in like 2000. I mean, I can't think of any specifically, but I know you probably got songs that you made a few years ago, and that people say is like your best song, and then you're like, nah, like I've made so many other better songs since then.
A lot of people, a lot of people recently told me that their favorite song by me is Chain Smoking, and I'm like, I did not even try on that song
Nah,
at all.
I like that song, but that's definitely not your best song. Matter of fact, I got a question.
Maybe that's why they like it so much, because I don't be trying to be a tryhard on a lot of my songs. There's plenty of songs where I'll be rapping my ass off, but there's a lot of songs where I just chill. I think that's why
What? Yeah.
people fuck with me, is because I had this conversation with Bullet one day, because he was talking about why he doesn't like Eminem no more, and I'm like, my music is just like that though, so why the fuck do you like me so much? He's like, it's really not like that. It's only like that sometimes, and that's why I like it.
Right. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of fell. See, I fell off. There was one point where I fell off at Eminem. I didn't. Between me and you, I wasn't really a fan of the Marshall Mathers LP2 when I heard it. I wasn't like, and I'm still not really a fan of it. Like, it's in my opinion, it's one of my least favorite Eminem albums. Honestly, like Revival, it's not worse. It's not worse than Revival. I don't like Revival like at all type shit, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is not better than Encore. I will say that Encore was fucking dope. Encore has some fire in his beats though. Like I always defend, I defend Encore just because of that. Like I just think that shit had fire ass beats. Same thing with Relapse too. Both of those albums, production were fucking crazy.
I love Relapse. I just wish that they would have took Insane and threw it in the fucking trash. That's it. That's
Yo,
all I wish they would have done.
you know what's crazy? I remember I had a burnt CD of Relapse, bro, and it had like it said Eminem Relapse on it, but it came with like the whole like refill. Like it was like Relapse and refill on it. And it was like mixed. Like it wasn't like in order like that. It was like a mix. So it was like it'd be like 3 a.m. and then it'd be like Forever and then it'd be like Stay White. You know what I mean? It wasn't in order. I remember like Insane was like the second or third track, and I remember playing it sitting next to my boombox, and my dad comes in and he's like, "What are you listening to right now?" And I'm like, "It's Eminem," and he's like, "Turn this off." And then I skip to the next song, and it's 3 a.m. and he's like, "Oh, it's okay, all right."
See, my dad,
Nah.
I had the leak like well before. I had the leak like way before it came out, like a month before Relapse came out. I had the leak, and me and my dad, like that was kind of one of me and my dad's bonding points, was listening to like heavy ass fucking aggressive ass music, and Eminem was one of them. So I was like, "Hey, Dad, the new Eminem album just came out. Right? We listened to that whole shit. Insane came on in the third verse, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that." And I think the next song was like Bagpipes from Baghdad, and the part where he's talking about brain dead lesbians or whatever the fuck, he turned that off. He turned it off and just turned on some rock shit. And I was like, "You motherfucker, get my CD back, dickhead."
Man, Relapse was like, I don't care what anyone says. Relapse. Okay, look, it's not better. I don't think it's better than Recovery. I definitely don't think it's. I think production wise, it's better than Music to Be Murdered By. I think it's better than Encore production wise. You know what, bro? Infinite's underrated as fuck. I've been meaning to say that for a while. Infinite has some of the most underrated Eminem songs of all time, and I stand on that.
Infinite, the song is just fucking awesome. It's crazy. I love the song Backstab. Like shit.
I'm a big
Maxine's crazy as fuck. That's a
Maxine.
good ass song. It's
Maxine's
okay.
dope. What's that one song? There's one song where like him and Denon. Oh shit, it's 12. Hold on. Hold on. Is it? Oh shit, it's out. Great World 4 out now. It's out on Spotify. It's probably out on all platforms out, but I see it on Spotify. Make sure y'all go get this shit, man. Out now.
Right.
I'll promote it later. I don't really feel like fucking.
What you want to do? You want to end it now?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My laptop is like pretty juiced down, but hey, this was fun though, bro. I had a lot of fun on this shit. Shout out everybody that came through on here. You know what I mean? Thank you for wanting to do this. This was long overdue, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought that. In closing, this man to my right, just dropped an EP called Grey World 4. Go get that shit right the fuck now, or I'll kick your ass. And yeah.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to the bottom. It's DJ Khaled, but yeah, go get that Grey Road 4.
Go get that.
All right, be safe, my man.
Shit, right, man. All right.
Right now. All right, be safe, Brody. I'm out.
Yeah. Damn it, bye. And your